Welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 2. We are now in Aquatic Ruin Zone.
This place.
Pillar? Pillar. Okay. I'm just gonna go this way.
And you're like, okay then.
Waterfalls.
This is a really weird zone actually. It's like... This zone's almost like an entrance to Labyrinth Zone or something.
Kind of. I want to... Not really Labyrinth Zone, I would say. Also, we call Zara, and I think something happened to him.
Thanks, Zarin, for being wonderful help there.
We can just keep going. Oh, by the way, water segment.
Oh yeah.
Sup, water. And... Dev's hiding under a blanket.
And you must have been the whole time, you were like, gotta go fast!
I kept looking for air bubbles, I'm like, where do I go? And then there's one right there.
Glitch. I don't know, I was a bizarre child because for some reason the music in this zone made me and my friends come up with some bizarre story about some tragedy that happened to Tails. So it was like, I don't even remember what it was, we just kind of like monologued as if we were telling Tails' life story and be like, oh, it's so tragic!
That's a ring box. Ring box. Ring box. Thank you.
Strange children indeed. I have no idea what the story was now.
Like Rounder.
What time you guys on the commentary? I never got to the start.
2 minutes, pretty much. 1 minute 55.
2 minutes.
57.
Now.
You're gonna cut that out.
I'm impressed actually, you haven't been hit by any of the grounders coming out the walls.
I kind of expect. No, I got hit by one.
Okay.
I got hit by one at the very beginning when we were distracted by Zara and having to come back in. I'm also looking everywhere for rings, just so I can get a special stage. I also knew that that was going to come out, so I was just like, alright, I'll just set it off and then come back through for rings. Tails gets hit though.
I can't remember if
longer than I should.
The first two zones are so generous with star posts, and then it just kind of dries up.
Well, because the levels get harder. I mean, they're checkpoints.
Also, more random trivia. I don't know if the American comics did this, but in the Fleetway UK Sonic the comics, the star posts were teleporters.
So that's how they do it. That's how you get from Green Hill, or Emerald Hill rather, to Chemical Plants, then to Aquatic Ruin. You just use all the star posts to get from level to level. Sup, Grounder.
And minor spoilers here for anyone who's possibly considering the comics and might not want to know this. But they had this whole thing as well that in the English comics, Supersonic was almost like an Incredible Hulk thing. In terms of his attitudes, he was just like a psychopath. And one thing they did was like hotwire a star post to basically turn Supersonic off, and instead they split them into two people.
That's stupid.
That's really silly. It really is.
That's just silly. Also, what's wrong with this grass? It has,
yeah, I don't see
like,
I don't see
separate
why
layer.
it's any more silly than all the fan characters they created in the US one.
Yeah, that's even worse.
This grass texture is on like a different layer. You're gonna see like later on that there's like this huge massive glitch thing that happens with the grass. Or those plants or whatever it wants to be called.
Foliage.
Foliage. It's now called tinfoil. Like this. What is wrong with this?
Lost all your momentum because you're underwater, I guess, and you were in midair.
No, I mean the tinfoil. We're gonna see a little later that just follows me everywhere.
What the? Where did that come from?
My invincibility. I'm still drowning.
You picked up a bubble. Why are you still there? You picked up a bubble.
I want another one. And then I just forget about it. Like, fuck it. I mean, it's...
And then you're like, what? Because that thing fell twice.
Yeah. Bubbles.
This is one of those zones that's like designed to be like, are you a badass or are you a noob? Because noobs always fall in the water.
And badasses will attempt fate and not fall in the water. Look at this! What is this?
Oh shit.
I'm sorry. Did I break the game by accident? I swear I didn't do this on purpose. And I go through it, leaves come out.
You nearly got squished there.
Also, the music reset, meaning I was just about to drown.
I'm trying to think of other things to talk about. I think the only thing that's popped into my head right now is the whole thing with Tails. Because wasn't he originally going to be a girl or something?
Yeah.
Voiced by a girl.
Well, that's nothing new, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kid characters on cartoons are always voiced by girls.
So I think we're coming up to the boss pretty soon.
It's almost like how pantomimes, for some reason, they just have this thing about making the male lead a girl as well. It's like they secretly like... Shut up, Eggman.
So, this boss isn't overused later.
Wait a minute, did I just say they secretly like an innocent fingers?
Yes! Oh,
God. I've been on this boss. I could reach up there with Supersonic. He's just like, oh, you can't reach me. Oh, fuck.
See, I do this later, but I jump on top of the totem poles, and then I do what everyone else does, which is just stay on top of the totem poles, jump from one to the other, and hit him in between. Like this. Dead. Music ended so, like, that was a perfect ending to the music. So, that's the end of Aquatic Ruins. We'll see you next time when Sonic decides that he's going to be a bird and will fly into Casino Night Zone, I believe it is.
No comments on that world?
No comments. It was
Gambling!
That level is really bland.